Happy Monday, ACMA. This is Principal Bjorn Page, and if you're anything like me, from time to time you've been tempted to drive past the old location and the new campus and see how things are going. I can say they're going well. It's Sunday night. I'm driving by right now and perched up by the church looking down at the campus, and it looks fantastic. But I thought on this Monday I wouldn't just show you the outside, what you can see driving by, but I'd take us inside. Because last week I was able to get in and take some photos. So here's a look at our new campus at our old location. I wish you all a great week, ACMA. Our new campus opens in the fall of 2021, just a few months away now. From the back parking lot behind the Performing Arts Center, you can see ACMA in skittled bricks. What that means is the bricks are offset just less than an inch, but as the sun crosses across the brick face of the building, you can see ACMA clearly. From the front of the school, this would be looking in from the entrance on the east side. You can see our Performing Arts Center on the far left, the hallway that leads from the main building to the Performing Arts Center just behind that crane, the corner, and then the rest of the front of the school. People will enter on the right-hand side in some clear glass doors. It's just about where you would before. But where I'm standing to take these photos is a new parking lot in front of the school. It's not huge, but it should help just a little bit. Here's another look at that parking lot. The cars will drop off in the morning on the left-hand side in the same basic orientation we had before, but instead of having the building and the pack not equally set, the building has been moved so that the new building is flush with the pack. You can see the Performing Arts Center. This is from the back, kind of the north side of campus, looking south. If you were to go straight there, you'd hit Center Street. And if we look just to the left of that, you can see the new brick, which is the corner there. The kitchen is behind the Performing Arts Center. And then on the left-hand side, where it's a little bit lighter, that's the Commons area, where most of our students will enter. This is another look at the entrance to the Commons on a hardscape that's just outside the Commons, where we'll have tables and kids can eat lunch. And then behind the school, you can see a single basketball hoop. We have to have one of those. It's ACMA after all. And the back grassy area, which now has a walking path that you can't quite see. And that dark patch just in front of you is a raised stage. We have electricity to it if we want to do an outdoor show. And on the upper right of the photo, you can see some benches that are built in. Inside, we have some nods to ACMA past. The wood there on the counseling office main desk is reclaimed from our old building, C.E. Mason, and that's the wainscoting that we had in our hallways. That wainscoting is also reclaimed and used on the library circulation desk and our front office main desk. Inside, in the heart of the school, you see our commons area. There's a small stage right there. Actually, it's not all that small. Behind it, stairs that lead to the second story. To the left, windows out onto the back parking lot. And if we turn our attention to the left, the building or the room that you see up there with all the windows is the photo studio. Below it, we have the kitchen, and if you were to go straight down the hallway on the bottom floor, you'd hit the library. This is another view with the photo room in the upper right. On the upper left, you can see the hallway for just outside the dance rooms, and we're looking down at the big commons area. The wood that you see there to the left of the tractor is actually going to go on the wall to your right. That whole wall is going to be wood and really, really pretty. And there's another look from the second story, down at the commons. Great light and good space. And there was walking up the stairway. What you see in the red doors on the bottom, or the red little insets where the doors are, to the left on the bottom is the 2D art studio, and to the right is the ceramics and sculpture studio. And then up above you can see entrances to dance studios. This is inside one of those dance studios. They're still working on the floor. The sprung floor is in, but they need to go over the top of it. And you can see just the height and the space and the light. These are going to be pretty fantastic spaces. We'll have 3 dance studios upstairs. A view from one of those rooms looking back at that back area. It really is fantastic to see all of the grass and the trees. And that back area I think will get used even more because it won't be so cut off from the rest of the school. in the music rooms, and I only took a couple photos of music rooms, but we have a big orchestra side, we have a side for jazz, we have a recording studio, a small ensemble room, and these are just some of the sound. The walls on the sound on the walls are sound devices to help us manage the sound of the music. One more look at that skittled brick. I'll have more pictures as we get closer and closer to opening up in the fall of 21 and moving in this upcoming summer. But it was fun to be able to share a little bit of a peek inside a building that is coming together really, really nicely. Have a great week, ACMA.